Outliving every other vertebrate on Earth is a 400-year prison sentence of isolation and freezing temperatures. It is a slow, grueling test of endurance that few creatures could ever survive. The isolation begins at birth. Your mother drops you and your siblings into the freezing, pitch-black abyss, then turns around and swims away without looking back. There is no protection. There is only the freezing water. Most fish would simply shut down in these temperatures. Their cells crystallize to defrost. But your skin contains specialized chemical compounds that act as biological antifreeze, allowing your body to function in water that should be solid. While your internal chemistry fights the cold, the darkness claims your sight. Within your first few months, tiny deep-sea crustaceans latch onto your eyes and slowly destroy the tissue, leaving you permanently blind in the deep. You survive by dropping your metabolism to the lowest levels recorded in any predator. You move at a crawling pace, burning so little fuel that you can drift for months between meals without your body ever triggering a state of panic. Nature usually discards the slow, the blind, and the solitary. Yet down here, these precise deficits are the mechanisms that allow you to endure for centuries. Without vision, you navigate by tracking the faint electrical pulses of nearby animals, and a sense of smell so sharp it can map the seafloor from kilometers away. These senses guide you to anomalies that drift down from the surface. You survive on what the fast world leaves behind, scavenging everything from dead fish to the rotting carcass of a moose that drifted into the deep. But even in the dark, you aren't safe. Your sluggish speed makes you vulnerable to predators you can't see. A deep-sea squid can strike without warning, digging its tentacles into your side before you even realize it's there. While a great white reaches massive proportions in just a decade, your biological clock moves at a crawl. You grow barely 1 centimeter per year. By the time you reach your 50th year, you have barely changed since the day you were born. At half a century old, you detect a massive, stationary signal on the seafloor. It is a sperm whale, an enormous mountain of soft tissue that smells of an easy, days-long feast. You bite into the whale's belly, and the entire mountain shifts. The animal was only sleeping. Its massive tail swings in a violent arc, striking your side with enough force to send your body tumbling across the seafloor. In the deep-sea slow lane, encountering any creature from the fast world, even a sleeping one, is a catastrophic event. Your life is so slow that you don't even reach sexual maturity until you are 150 years old. You have spent over a century simply preparing to reproduce. You follow a soft pattern of electrical pulses until you find another of your kind. The mating process is brief and silent. Once it ends, the connection is over. You both turn in opposite directions and return to the isolation of the current. Eventually, a new vibration disrupts the water. It is a metallic hum that moves with a focused, mechanical precision unlike any living predator. It tracks your movements through the abyss, mirroring your path with an unblinking, artificial focus. By 250 years old, scars have begun to define your body. You track the heavy scent of fresh seal blood, closing in on a carcass that has yet to be picked clean. A 6-gill shark is already there, circling with sharp, tight turns. It strikes suddenly, tearing a deep, ragged wound across your side. You twist and lunge, your jaws catching the smaller shark behind the gills and forcing it to flee into the dark. You retreat to a rock crevice to wait. Surviving for centuries is simply the accumulation of these wounds. You stay motionless for days, allowing your slow metabolism to begin the long process of healing. You are 400 years old. The water feels the same as it did centuries ago, but a sudden shift in pressure suggests a threat you cannot outrun. A pod of killer whales strikes from below. They move with a coordinated speed that disrupts the current around you, hitting your body with enough force to spin you out of control. As the whales flip you onto your back, your biology betrays you. The inversion triggers tonic immobility, a state that completely paralyzes your nervous system. You remain entirely conscious as the pod dismantles your body. You feel your fins being torn away, but your muscles are locked in place. After 4 centuries of motion, your remains sink to the seafloor. The slow ecosystem you once scavenged now moves in to reclaim you, as crabs and tube organisms begin the unceremonious process of recycling your body. The Greenland shark's record-breaking lifespan is a masterclass in enduring the cold, the dark, and the slow, until the fast world finally catches up.